Derrell Peel, our livestock marketing specialist, joins us now. Derrell, we had Memorial Weekend, the official, unofficial start of summer. Let's take a look at what the beef markets are looking like.
Well, you know, it'll be a few more days before we have a good feel for sort of what the movement of beef was over the weekend. There were some weather problems in some parts of the country. But if you back up behind that, you know, it really depends on supply and demand, as always. And so if we look back at the way the supply side of this market has evolved, we got an early start with some increase in beef production that actually started in February and March. Feedlots were in the process of pulling cattle ahead, so they upped slaughter rates. Beef production was higher, and kind of sent an early challenge into the beef market. Through the month of April, wholesale beef prices dropped, and it appears that the movement was good. Retailers took advantage of those lower prices, booked a lot of meat. That should have shown up as some featuring opportunities during Memorial Day and probably beyond as we look ahead to June and Father's Day and some other grilling holidays coming up. So we kind of got a head start on the supply side. It looks like movement was good. We'll wait for kind of the rest of the verdict to come in here on how good Memorial Day weekend was.
Now, in terms of these sort of busy summer months, how is demand going to shape up, do you think?
Well, again, the grilling season obviously is a key to that, but early indications are that demand has been pretty good this year. If we go back and look at our calculated demand index for the first quarter of the year, it was actually equal to a year ago, not better than, but you have to recognize that we put about 4% more meat out in terms of domestic supply. So for demand to hold steady during that process is pretty good. Again, the indications are that beef is moving well. As we do lower these prices down, you know, then we'll continue to see demand develop, pricing opportunities. It appears that consumers are coming back to beef pretty readily as supplies increase and these prices do moderate a bit.
And then how are things shaping up moving forward?
Well, for the next month or so, we'll be still moving into seasonally the largest production of the year in terms of slaughter. The things we've done before this really set that up well. One of the great things that happened as cattle were pulled forward in February and March and somewhat in April is we've pulled carcass weights down dramatically. So even though we've got more cattle numbers coming at us, even in the second half of the year, cattle slaughter will be bigger year over year, but the weights will moderate that somewhat. And so the challenges will be there. The general tendency will be for lower prices, but we've done a lot of good things in the last couple of months to really set ourselves up to handle that well.
Okay, Derrell Peel, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.